This is a video exploring the topic of stress maybe being the reason why you're single. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a mental health practitioner, I'm just a really curious person who likes to delve into topics and themes and stories and then share that information with an audience, because I find that the best way to learn about something is to share that information. The physicist Robert Oppenheimer actually said the best way to learn is to teach, and apparently Albert Einstein said the same, so that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to teach myself something. If you are single and you're happily single, then there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Apparently 1 in 3 adults is single, whether that's voluntary or involuntarily. And according to social scientist, I think her name is Bella DePaulo, you can Google her, she does all sorts of research. There are many benefits to being single. There's absolutely nothing being wrong with being single. People who are single report having more time to themselves, being more relaxed, calmer, suffering less in terms of pain and dynamics in relationships, having a lot of less stress. There's a whole lot of benefits. And if you are someone who is single and not happy about being single, though, this video might be for you. What I find so interesting is that there's probably a million reasons why many of us are single, and that's why it's so difficult when somebody says to you, oh, you're such a nice person, or you're so cool, whatever, why are you single? It's such a difficult question to answer, because there can be a million reasons why. You have bad hygiene or bad breath, or maybe you have a strange attachment style, or maybe you're just an otherwise person, maybe you're too critical, maybe you don't know what you want. There's just 1,000 different reasons, but that it might be something as simple as the fact that you're really stressed, because it's something so obvious that we might even overlook it. I think I did. So if you're really stressed out the whole time, we live in a very challenging time, then your cortisol levels are high, your adrenaline levels are high. Those sort of hormones in the body have a negative impact on other hormones like testosterone and oxytocin, and so all the hormones that are sort of more pro bonding and being intimate and romantic with other people. And also, when you're in a very stressed state of mind, you are in what's known as fight or flight mode all the time. And that's actually not so attractive if you think about it. You want to be with somebody who's chilled and confident and easygoing and comfortable in the skin that they're in. But the truth is that most of us are just freaking out, stressed. We're in survival mode. We're constantly being hypervigilant. We're being analytical and critical. We're looking for what's wrong or what's potentially dangerous. And then also just the environments that we're finding ourselves in. If you're on one of the dating apps at the moment, it's savage out there. Like there are, on Grindr and Tinder and many of the other apps, there are predators out there. There's gangs that are looking to prey on you. There are swindlers, there's fake profiles, there's trolls. So these are not circumstances that are conducive to being in a zen, peaceful state of mind. So I think one of the big things to consider when pondering that question, why am I single, is maybe because you're really, really stressed. And stress is luckily something that most of us can do something about. So the way that it can manifest, signs that you might be stressed, is if your romantic encounters with other people are similar to fight and flight behavior. So for example, like one night stands where you just ghost the person the next day, or you disappear, or you're involved with people that are like that, that's literally flight. Fight or flight could be even if you are in a relationship but you're finding that there's not a lot of warmth and intimacy and romance. It's because you got your dukes up. It's very difficult to love someone who's in a state of hyper alertness and who's on the back foot the whole time. So one of the things that we can do is just to be a little bit calmer, practice things like mindfulness. You guys know all of this stuff already. Mindfulness, meditation, being in the moment, breathing, yoga, listening to music, trying to come back to your senses. What can you smell? What can you taste? What can you feel? And something that I find very helpful is if you have a monkey mind like mine and your mind sort of races all over the place and you struggle to meditate, it's okay to just sit and observe that, because even if you're just sitting and observing your monkey mind being all over the shop, it's one level of disassociation where you're not completely buying the nonsense of all the craziness of your mind. So just being aware of it and looking at it as an outsider is a massive improvement. So that's something that you can do. So this is just something that I wanted to share with you guys. I found it quite profound and interesting. I don't know what your take is on it. Maybe you've got some advice. Is there something that you'd like to share with other people that you think might be an obvious yet overlooked reason why many people are single, despite the fact that they really want to be with someone else? I look forward to your comments in the section below.